What's up everybody, it's Matt Karma, and in this video, I want to start it off with a question. Have you ever had the time where you've set yourself a goal and you've set yourself certain habits that you wanted to create for yourself, or certain actions that you wanted to create for yourself, and then you did it for maybe a week or a few days or 2 weeks or maybe even a month, and then you found some way to go against that commitment and you self-sabotaged your results? I'm starting to notice the power of not giving yourself a way out. If you have been following my videos for the last few days, you know that I'm committing to making a video every single day for the next 90 days and meditating for 90 minutes every single day. And I'm just noticing that because I have created a situation for myself where I've made this public declaration to share it with you guys, where I've created a scenario where if I don't follow through, it equals massive amounts of pain, and when I follow through, it equals massive amounts of pleasure. I'm starting to notice that I'm doing it regardless of how I feel. Where in the past, if I didn't have this scenario set up, I would have stopped. I would have, for example, just here, I didn't want to make a video, and I was like, I don't even know what to speak about. But because I am putting myself in a place where I have to, it's making me do it. And I'm starting to notice the benefit of that. Even yesterday, for example, last night I went to bed at 10 p.m. and I only meditated for 20 minutes in the morning. So I was like, oh man, I forgot that I'm going to meditate. It's an hour and 10 minutes of meditation and I'm tired. And I just noticed that if I didn't set up this commitment, I wouldn't have followed through. I wouldn't have followed through. My question for you is, how many times have you set yourself a goal, you've set yourself an intention to create a habit, to break a habit, but then you gave yourself a way out? It happens all the damn time. And I'm starting to notice that if you set a scenario up for yourself, where you make a public declaration, you share it on social media, you share it with your friends, and you set a situation up where it equals massive amounts of pain if you don't follow through, because that's what we are driven by. Two primary needs: the need to avoid this pain and the desire to move towards pleasure. If you set a scenario up for yourself where you say, look guys, this is what I'm committing to doing, and if I don't do this for the next 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this thing, and it must equal a massive amount of pain on a level 10 scale. If you say, you know what, if I don't do this, I'm going to donate $100 to charity. I want you to ask yourself, on a scale of 1 to 10, how painful is that for you? If that's a 5, even if that's a 9, take it off. Do something differently. Maybe you can shave your hair. I said to one of my clients in Self-Mastery, I said, we're doing the same thing. And she's a vegan. So I said, what if, because she was struggling to think of an idea. I said, what if you donated a certain amount of money to the local butcher in your area? And she's like, that would go against every single one of my values. And I said, great, that's the thing. And I said, on a scale of 1 to 10, how painful is that? She said 10. So I was like, cool, that's your thing. And then for pleasure, I forgot what the pleasure was for her, but for you, what you could do is you can create a scenario where you reward yourself for following through. And then you're in a scenario, you're in this situation where you have to follow through. You cannot go back, because if you go against what you've committed, now it's gonna create a massive amount of pain in your life. And there's a story that I love in the book called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. So the story goes something like this. So there is this leader, and he's leading his troops into battle, right? So they go onto this ship, and they go into this island to take over this another army. And then they go onto the land, they've landed, and they're about to go and find where all the other troops are to go into that battle. And he notices that everyone's looking kind of scared, that they don't really want to follow through. So then what he does, he goes ahead, and then he burns all the boats that got them onto that land. And the people are like, why are you doing this? Like, why did you just do that? Now we have no other way to escape. And he said, that's the point. We have no other choice but to take this island or we die. So my question for you is, how can you burn your boats? How can you set a situation up for yourself that you just follow through, that you have no other choice? Because the problem is that so many people are giving themselves a way out. They say they want to do something and then they don't follow through. And even for me, with a habit that I'm breaking, so there's habits that I'm making, meditating 90 minutes a day, making a video every single day. And then one of the things that I've struggled with is coffee. And this is the first time, I can't even, in how long I can remember. I don't know this, and this is the first time in, I can't even remember how long, that I've gone 5 days without coffee. 0. I've also had no sugar, and I've been having tea still, but I've had no sugar. And the only reason that I've been able to follow through is because I have a purpose for why I'm doing this, but also because I've set a situation up for myself. So that's what I hopefully want to inspire you to do something for the next 30 days, to do something for the next 60 days, to do something for the next 90 days, a habit that you want to make or a habit that you want to break, or maybe even both, and then say something to your social media account, make a public declaration to people online, or the people who you are friends with, and then follow through and watch the magic begin. But make sure that the pain of not following through is a level 10 and the pleasure of following through is a 10 as well. So for me, it's taking a trip to Bali. I've never taken a holiday in my whole entire life. This is really, really pleasurable. So there's the reason why I'm staying on track. So I really hope this video inspired you for you to do the exact same thing. If you do this, please send me a personal message because I'd love to see what it is that you actually do in your public declaration as well. So until I see you guys in the next video, remember to love all living things and most importantly, love thyself.